Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're here with some more of this FIFA Southampton mini-series. I mean, we could call it a FIFA 18 and a FIFA 19 mini-series if you want. I mean, because we're playing on FIFA 18, but it's a mini-series for FIFA 19, I guess. I don't know, it is what it is, but we're back, episode 2, and we're still in pre-season. This time we're up against Sassuolo. I think in the first part we only had 1 game, and in this part we had 2 games. Decided to stick with 2 games for the rest of the series per episode at least. Run through this. FIFA 19 coming out in about basically a month. This time next month the game will be out. I mean earlier than that because of EA Access. You see right here, Jake Hesketh got himself a start. He was one of the players we were talking about in the last episode who basically, like, this is a very important season coming up for Jake Hesketh. He's at that age where he really needs to make a breakthrough, really needs to kick his game up another level if he really wants to become a starter. Or as far as I'm concerned, at the level Jake Hesketh's at, if he doesn't really kick it up and do that this year, he's going to end up maybe a championship level player moving forward. He might end up with like a lower tier Premier League player with like a relegation type side. Of course he's got potential, but he needs to start realizing it. Jake Hesketh again on the ball this time, playing it to Charlie Austin, who started up front for this one. Actually had a pretty good game as well. I mean, it didn't all go his way. Of course, only just scoring 9 in the 67th minute, but he was looking dangerous. He was getting himself into nice positions, and Charlie Austin was able to make it 2-0 in this second preseason game against Sassuolo. So a goal and an assist so far for Jake Hesketh, playing in that central midfield role. The formation I've been playing so far doesn't have any camps, so naturally not so suited to players like Jake Hesketh. But if he can show me that he can adapt, playing central midfield in a more defensive role, that would be great for him. Another young player who fits into that mold is Josh Sims, who founds the back of the net. I said founds. Alright, I just deep it. I said founds. I was meant to say finds, then I found. Josh Sims found the back of the net right here to make it 3-0. So, I mean, from the highlights you're getting, it looks like we were real clinical in front of goal. But that's not necessarily the story. I mean, that's not necessarily how it went. But like I say, highlights show you looking real good in front of goal. So 3-0, 81st minute, Josh Sims again out on the left wing. He had a decent game as well, putting in a nice delivery to Gabby Adini, who came on off the bench. And that finish, I say that finish, you expect better from a player of his caliber. Getting back into some training, you can see again, 3 players, 3 very young talented players. The training was actually focused again on Jan Valery, but we got El Unici, James Ward-Prowse and Valery all involved. So I mean, looking good for young talent. But again, we have no one in the team really for me who's looking like they could be that next big talent. We have a lot of players who could break through into the starting lineup, and I'll get into the age to do it, but no young players who are really looking like, yeah, this guy's going to be a star. But again, Højbjerg, or Højbjerg as they like to call him, I call him Højbjerg, it is what it is, bro. Going through his training drills, hopefully he could be a big part of what we do going forward. Again, I feel like he could be a big talent, but he's not at that age of real young prospect anymore. I think he's like 23, 24 years old anymore. So he's really at that time where he needs to start becoming the main player of a team. But going around in his drills, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg right there gets himself an excellent, trying to work on his dribbling. And we secure our first transfer of the preseason. The first player joining us for FIFA 19 career mode is a young player who hopefully can have a lot of potential in FIFA 19 again. I mean, I never check stats, I never check potentials before I start career modes, but now it wouldn't matter anyway because we don't know what his stats are going to be going into FIFA 19. We don't know what his potential is going to be going into 19. But from Chelsea, Ethan Ampadu joins us for under $1 million. In this game, he's got 63 overall, which I'm just seeing right here. 17 years old. Could play centre back. Hopefully, we can maybe mold him to play a bit of defensive midfield and possibly even right back. But he's a young player with what should be good potential, and hopefully he could be one of them players Southampton, just one of them players we're known for having in our ranks. A nice young player who could do work. But right here, final group stage game of the preseason tournament up against a team who is known for bringing through them kind of players, and also who signed Dusan Tadic from us this season. Of course, Dusan Tadic. Goddamn mouth twister, whatever you call it, I can't remember. Dusan Tadic wasn't playing in this one But of course did sign from Southampton this season. Ziyech is able to play it into the box. And a good chance for IS. Not too many chances in this game, to be honest. It was a little bit of a, especially in the first half, a little bit of a slow burner. Tagliafico coming forward now, playing it down the left-hand side. He's going to play it inside. All the way, finds his way into Van de Beek. A brilliant double save from Ben Foster. Not, I said Ben Foster. Why did I say Ben? Fraser Foster. In the box again. Huntelaar this time getting into the box, trying to dink it over, and Fraser Foster, who came on at half time for McCarthy, made a bunch of brilliant saves for us. And really and truthfully, going into this season, I have no idea who's going to be our starting goalkeeper, but Fraser Foster made a real account for himself here, and we made another signing, a bigger one this time, you could say. Miguel Almiron signing from Atalanta FC in the MLS. Miguel Almiron. I mean, we had to activate his release clause. 26 million might be more than I would have been willing to pay, but we had to do it in the end. Listed as a cam, can play out wide. I'm going to think about trying to slot him again into that central midfield position, because we're not going to be playing cams most likely. I mean, things could change, but right there, we're going to end the episode on this note. Miguel Almiron signing from Atlanta United, 26 million.